how can a teacher improvise themselves? That one is helping to the faculty, not only students. Then coming to the topics, all topics, some subtopics are common, but they are giving different examples, live examples in their presentation. And whatever it may be, I'm very thankful to the Lendi team for their participation, giving an opportunity to participate with you in the workshop. Haribabu sir, I'm very thankful to you for choosing my name in scrutinizing my name in workshop. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for all your participation and enthusiasm throughout the training program. Thank you so much for all your efforts and patience.
Thank you, Sujata ma'am. We also have learned from you how much patient that one should be. Continuously we have seen you, Smita ma'am, Rupali Patil, and we have Rama Rao Madzi. We also have Ishwarao Repalli. These are D. Surya Narayana. And if at all I forget anybody else's name that you are really working with us since beginning. One I fortunately see your name, ma'am, Sujata Rani ma'am. You have put in wonderful effort and you enthused all of us in sending a lot of good chats. Collectively, we all have made this program to come to this stage, and within another 1 hour we are going to depart, though the woods are lovely, dark and deep. We have miles to go before we sleep. So we enjoyed your presence, Sujata Rani ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Once again, ma'am. I can see so many students who have joined just now. If anybody would like to share anything, you're most welcome. It's time. Vikramaditya sir must be trying to join already. Sir, I think you are on mute. You're trying to talk something.
We would like to listen from Smita ma'am's table, because Smita ma'am was one such kind of an interesting participant. We have Swati Patil and we have Dhanyeswar Jadhav sir. We wanted to listen from you, sir. Do we have... yes?
Audible, sir?
Pretty much audible, sir. Pretty much audible.
Yes, this is Mr. Dhaneshwar Jadhav from SPM Polytechnic Kolhapur. By profession, I am working as a lecturer in that institute. I have attended so many workshops on soft skills and personality development. But as far as this workshop is concerned, this is really a very well organized workshop. Basically, the subject is a very necessary for the students of engineering and management. I learned so many things from this workshop. As far as what we call my daily schedule is concerned, I miss some important what we call lectures. Still, with the work, whatever I learned from those sessions, which is really helpful for me, not only for me but for my institute and my students. Whatever what we call the speakers are there, you invited for this particular program. Those speakers are international level. Those are really they are very expertise in that particular topic, and really those what we call this knowledge, which is really helpful for the teaching fraternity. I expect to organize such kinds of programs in future too. As far as sir, you is concerned, your voice is really very audible. When I heard your suggestions on that, what we call on Zoom, I feel that I am on air. Yeah, and what we call the ma'am is concerned who opens the what we call sessions. Really, you people are taking a lot of efforts for the teaching fraternity, or what we call those who are the part of Rajiv Gandhi National Institute for Youth Development. You people are doing really a very nice job. I expect the same kind of what we call cooperation, organize more and more training sessions for the students, not only for the students, for the teachers. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to talk about this 3 days workshop on English and soft skills for career development. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for all your appreciations. Now we have Vikramaditya sir here. Another great personality is with us today. So may we have you on the screen, please?
Yes, yes, he is. He is already there.
Sir?
Yes, yes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Vikramaditya sir. We are very happy to have you again on the board, and it is not quite new for me to see you, and it is our pleasure in inviting you. In fact, one good secret that I can say after Mahati, who gives away the introductory session or introduction of Vikramaditya sir, and after that I can tell you one secret. And after that, we'll ask Vikramaditya sir to talk. Sir, so far we have got some participants who reflected upon themselves for their experience, and there are teachers from different parts of our nation, and also students from our own vicinity. All Vizianagaram district students have joined, sir. Along with them, we teachers from Lendi and students from Lendi took part so elegantly, so excitedly for the past 3 days, and it has come to an end. We do not believe in that it is going to an end this way. So I request Mahati ma'am to introduce Vikramaditya sir to the fold.
Pleasure. We have another great personality here, Dr. Vikramaditya sir. He is the district youth officer, and he has done his postgraduate diploma in production management. He is a master of public administration and of course a PhD holder. And he is district youth officer, Nehru Yuva Kendra Sangathan, Government of India, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. So he is also a technical consultant for Andhra Pradesh Biodiversity Board and a member for various AP state government departments of decision-making committees under the chairmanship of district collector. And of course, he has more than 10 years of experience in corporate as well as government sectors. And he is he is the right person to be here for youth development programs. And he is the right person to give away his all inputs, which will be very helpful for all the youngsters here, all the faculty, youth faculty, as well as all the participants. It's your time, sir. The time is yours. I think Haribabu sir is waiting to share some secret about him. So please go ahead.
It is in fact.
Am I allowed to share this?
Sure, sir. Sure. I can make you a co-host, and then you make your attempt. So before that you give away your talk, sir, I take 1 minute of time. In fact, Aditya sir, who has taken up the charge somewhere in 2009 in our district, as soon as he has come, he has brought a lot of enthusiasm, energy. It is one such kind of events that is evidently found in the name of this training program. It is he who is instrumental in bringing this kind of a program for us. In fact, if he could not have shared that expression of interest document to us, I would not have taken the liberty in writing this proposal. And there are many such kind of initiatives that are happening across nation. Most of the youth like us could not tap those interesting areas. And one such kind of a simple activity that I have undertaken just because an inspiration was left by Aditya Garu. From Nehru Yuva Kendra, he always looks very busy. A couple of weeks ago, we have conducted um, National Youth Parliament, and earlier he has conducted National Declamation Competition. And he, one way or the other, he was quite busy in handling the affairs of youth, and he is a wonderful example before all of us to know how to take forward the youth of India with a different perspective as our nation expects. So, sir, this is what I wanted to say to all the
Thank you,
participants.
sir. I'm feeling honored to be part of this program, sir. It's all because of you only, sir. It's because you always inspire youth and you always take up many initiatives. It's because of your enthusiasm this program had got initiated. So without killing the time, I just take 10 minutes time. So am I allowed to share the screen, sir? As I'm, did you make me as a co-host?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are able to take it.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
just take a 10 minutes of time.
Okay.
Is my screen visible, sir?
Yeah, it is loading and now it is visible, sir.
Yeah, it is visible, sir.
You have left it as future administrators.
Yeah. So, warm welcome to all the dignitaries present over here, faculty members from various institutions and students and the Lendi Institute principals, academic faculty, directors, and every person. I just wish all one and all persons for attending this wonderful session, communication skills and soft skills. So because Lendi is one institution, I have come across that many programs have been initiated and they wanted to be partner with many institutions and universities and other collaborative agencies. So I really appreciate Lendi management for taking up this very, very good cause to give a ample and fruitful course to the youth. Right. I just take to the session. I just took 5 slides. Within 5 slides, I'll wind up in 10 minutes. So the reason why I kept the future administrators, because I have given a topic for readiness of youth, because readiness of youth in terms of administration. So many youth aspirants who wanted to be a part of government, who wanted to be part of policy making and policy implementing decision making bodies. So every youth has to be very keenly observe the government and government decision and also governance, the way it govern. So the reason why I kept future administrators, because all the young budding minds, they have many aspirations. They just wanted to become, they not only wanted to become a software engineers or techies or any business entrepreneurs. Some of them might have aspire for administrators to govern the state, to govern their hometowns, to get a fruitful and result-oriented policy interventions in the state as well as nation. So for that, I just wanted to draw some attention to the youth and other faculty members in this regard. So hope everyone might have seen this, the Kashmir Files movie. So if somebody has seen this Kashmir Files movie, so you will be knowing this remove Article 370 image. So this picture is represented in the recent movie, the Kashmir Files movie, got telecasted on March 11, 2022. So the Kashmir Files is the movie that depicts the history of Jammu and Kashmir and the way it undergone in the governance and other initiatives. So despite of abrogation of Article 370, Kashmir is the only state in India which has got take 890 central laws, because of this abrogation of Article 370, the Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir, it has become part of Union territory, and this led to enjoy the 890 central laws of Union government. So before that, government has passed many amendments, many bills, and earlier to the abrogation of Article 370, there were many restrictions in Jammu and Kashmir. Some of the special provisions have been granted to the Kashmir prior to the accession. So that provisions has been revoked because of making India an integrated and stressed and Ek Bharat and stressed Bharat concept. The Modi government, Indian government has took some initiative to revoke Article 370. So you can see in this slide that before revoking or abrogation of Article 370, there were some of the regional restrictions have been imposed to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. So you can see that there are some special powers being exercised by Jammu and Kashmir, and they were under the assumption that their constitution is different and India's constitution is different. So they have separate flag. They used to maintain a separate flag, which we use our national flag as a tricolor flag. Jammu and Kashmir themselves felt that they are separate and they are not part of India. So these provisions which were given to the Jammu and Kashmir prior to the abrogation of 370. So there were some restrictions like when some woman from Jammu Kashmir marries out of state, she loses the citizenship. Thus, that restrictions has been revoked. So likewise, RT, right to education system. So this right to education system has been revoked, and for this right to education system, central law which is being amended from Government of India from 2005, this right to education policy is being implemented in Jammu and Kashmir. Similar kind of rules and regulations and policy interventions has been implemented across the India, including Jammu and Kashmir, after the abrogation of 370. So once the abrogation has happened, so there were many controversies, there were many issues being led by the front parties, and other political allegations have been done, and many conspiracies has been raised in this regard. But you can see that after this abrogation, around 800 and central laws, including SC/ST atrocities and right to education and other property rights, other almost 890 laws. You can imagine when a country is being intact and united, the laws being framed, the policy interventions were made, all these will be applicable in Jammu and Kashmir also. So I have received a message from one of my senior colleague. It's the conspiracy theory. So I just took this slide in regard to the recent news being telecasting for the past 15 years. We were into the news like Russia is invading Ukraine, and what's being done and what's being done and what's in the global scenario, what all is being done. So many of the youth and many of the intellectuals were not able to digest what is being done and what is being going on. So there are some sequence of conspiracy theories speculated by some intellectuals that many of us know that last year a Balakot attack has been done in India. So Balakot, on a sudden attack on Balakot, Indian Army got done surgical strike. So when surgical strike is took, so Pakistan caught off guard. That means it's a proverb, caught off guard is, it is not alarmed and it is not well prepared to counter the attack. In such situation, the Indian Army took some surgical strike. So when Pakistan wanted to influence Indian territories, so Chinese, I'm not deviating the topic, but I just wanted to correlate this conspiracy, why all it happens, and at the end conclusion, why I am reiterating all these 10 conspiracy theories. I just wanted to wind up. I'll let you know why I took these 10 conspiracy theories. So because see, as you know that Ukraine is invading, Russia is invading Ukraine because of some economic advantages. So when Ukraine wanted to join into the NATO forces, so Russia is not Russia don't wanted to Russia don't want Ukraine to be part of NATO. So this instance took some agitations and some plebiscites, and Ukraine is not under the control of Russia. So Russia wanted to take off the territory of Ukraine into their control. So similar conspiracy from the past decades, China is under the assumption that Taiwan is their part of their territory part. So when China wanted to invade Taiwan, so Taiwan wanted to be self defense. Taiwan wanted to be in the self defense. That means Ukraine, Russia is a diplomatic conspiracy theory is going on. At the same time, China is influencing Pakistan in terms of supporting Chinese air defense system. Nothing but China is supporting Pakistan in terms of provision of air defense systems. Similarly, Taiwan is taking help from India. So as you know that recently India got misfired a missile into Pakistan's territory, but it's not a misfire, but there is a speculation that India wanted the misfired supersonic BrahMos missile, because this BrahMos missile is such a tactical equipment that this anti-ballistic missile range will not be detected from Super BrahMos. The entire conspiracy revolves in the global era. That means that every country wanted to take over other country in terms of GDP aspects or in terms of economic aspects. There is a diplomacy being spread as part of conspiracy. So finally, I just wanted to say these things because globally, there are many things happening around us. Only youth and intellectual people will know what is happening around the world. So when you are aware of what actually happening around the world, you are capable of making decisions, and you are capable of suggesting the government. And when a conspiracy or diplomacy is happening around you, you should be in a decisive mode, and you should be able to advise the government. You should be able to deal with the things. Nothing but there are many things that you wanted to look into it. Final గా నేను చెప్పడం ఏంటంటే, మనకి చాలా మంది యువత ఏంటంటే ఎంతో డెప్త్ గా ఆలోచించాలనుకుంటారు. ప్రపంచం చుట్టూ ఉన్న విషయాలన్నింటినీ కూడా అర్థం చేసుకొని లోతుగా పరిశీలించి దాని యొక్క సమస్యలను తెలుసుకోవాలని ప్రయత్నించే వాళ్ళు చాలా తక్కువ మంది ఉంటారు. సో అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటివ్ మోడ్ లో ఎవరైతే ఆలోచిస్తారో వాళ్ళు మాత్రమే కంప్లీట్ గా ఇన్డెప్త్ గా అనాలిసిస్ చేయగలుగుతారు. గవర్నమెంట్ యొక్క పాలసీ ఇంటర్వెన్షన్స్ లో వాళ్ళు భాగస్వామ్యం అవ్వడానికి అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. సో ఈ కాన్స్పిరసీ థియరీ చెప్పడానికి ముఖ్య ఉద్దేశం ఏంటంటే, ఎప్పుడైతే మనము కాలేజ్ స్టేజ్ నుంచి ఒక 20+ నుండి స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాము. మీరు నార్త్ ఇండియాలో మీరు తీసుకున్నట్టయితే ఢిల్లీ, యూపీ అండ్ అబోవ్ స్టేట్స్ అండ్ తమిళనాడు, కేరళ. మీరు ఢిల్లీకి ఎప్పుడైనా వెళ్తే ఆల్మోస్ట్ తమిళనాడు, కేరళ అండ్ నార్థన్ స్టేట్స్ వీళ్ళందరూ కూడా జస్ట్ డిగ్రీ సెకండ్ ఇయర్ ఫైనల్ ఇయర్ లో ఉన్నప్పుడు వీళ్ళు ఢిల్లీకి రావడం జరుగుతుంది. అక్కడ కంప్లీట్ ఏదైనా IAS కి సంబంధించిన కోచింగ్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్స్ లో జాయిన్ అవ్వడం జరుగుతుంది. సో గ్లోబల్లీ మనకి సోషల్ ఇష్యూస్ కానీ పొలిటికల్ అండ్ గవర్నెన్స్ కి సంబంధించిన ఇష్యూస్ మీద కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేసి ఏదో ఒక జాబ్ ని క్రాక్ చేయాలన్న ఎంతూజియాజంతో వస్తారు. బట్ ఈవెన్ వాళ్ళు ఏదన్నా ఒక IAS ఆస్పిరెంట్ కాకపోయినా, IPS కాకపోయినా కూడా అట్లీస్ట్ ఇంటెలెక్చువల్ గా డెవలప్ అయ్యే ఆస్కారం అయితే ఉంటుంది. అంటే నేను చెప్పడం ఏంటంటే, మన చుట్టూ జరిగే పరిసరాల్లో ఎటువంటి సమస్యలు జరుగుతున్నాయి, గ్లోబల్ వైడ్ గా ఇష్యూస్ ఏం జరుగుతున్నాయో మనకు అవగాహన ఉన్నప్పుడు మాత్రమే మనము ఇన్డెప్త్ గా అనాలిసిస్ చేసి దాని యొక్క ఆ సమస్యల్ని మనము ఐడెంటిఫై చేసి దాని యొక్క పరిష్కారాన్ని సూచించే స్థాయికి మనం ఎదగగలుగుతామని చెప్పడానికి నేను ఈ కాన్స్పిరసీ థియరీ చెప్పాను. యాక్చువల్లీ ఐ వాజ్ లాస్ట్ 2 days నుంచి నేను జర్నీలో ఉన్నాను. సో దట్ ఐ కుడెంట్ ప్రిపేర్ వెల్. I'm really feeling sorry that I couldn't make it very well, but somehow I just wanted to present this session. So ikkada meeku IAS Ashok Khemka gaరి gurinchi meeku oka andariki telusu kavachchu, almost 53 transfers. Ayanani ఎక్కడ కూడా పనికిరాని డిపార్ట్మెంట్, ఈవెన్ ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ కానీ లేదంటే ఏదైనా పాత ఏదైనా పనికిరాని డిపార్ట్మెంట్ లో వేసినా కూడా అక్కడి నుంచి కూడా లూప్ హోల్స్ తీయడం వల్ల ఆ ఎథిక్స్ ఇంటిగ్రిటీ ఫాలో అయ్యే వ్యక్తిని అక్కడ నుండి ఆల్మోస్ట్ 53 ట్రాన్స్ఫర్స్ చేసినా కూడా హీఈస్ అడామెంట్ అండ్ హీ స్టిక్ టు హిస్ ఎథిక్స్ అండ్ ఇంటిగ్రిటీ. సో అలాంటి వ్యక్తులు మనకి ఆదర్శంగా ఉండాలి. అండ్ అట్ ది సేమ్ ఆమ్స్ట్రాంగ్ అని మనకి మణిపూర్ ఐఏఎస్ ఆఫీసర్ ఉన్నారు. సో అతను ఆల్మోస్ట్ టామ్లాంగ్ అండ్ ట్యోంగ్ అనే 2 విలేజెస్ లో రోడ్ కనెక్టివిటీ యాక్సెస్ లేకపోతే గవర్నమెంట్ తో ఫైట్ చేసి ఆల్మోస్ట్ 100 కిలోమీటర్ స్ట్రెచ్ రోడ్ ని వేయగలిగాడు. అంటే ఒక యూత్ గా ఆయన చదువుకునే టైంలో ఐఏఎస్ ప్రిపేర్ కాకముందు
sir,
Vikram sir, am I audible?
yeah, yeah.
No.
No. We are not worrying about your time, sir. In fact, some of the participants could not know Telugu well because we have got participants from Maharashtra and Goa and other parts. So
Right.
in the chat window, they are saying one Dr. Smita Nayak was asking, sir, English please, don't understand Telugu.
Right. I'm extremely sorry. I
Swa-
thought many of our students were.
I know. Swati Patil is also mentioning not able to understand, sir. So kindly
Right.
rerun the last couple of
I'll rewind and rewind the session in 5 minutes.
yeah last couple of statements also you come back with an English language, sir. Right.
Right. Thank you for your information. Right. So for the sake of our North Indian participants, I just rewind the things in just a crispy mode that there was a conspiracy theory. I just got a speculation message from one of my intellectual friend who is my senior and who's working at Government of India. He's the most senior person. He just texted me some speculative theories which were going around in the global scenario because recent issues in the Ukraine and Russia's invasion to the Ukraine, it's being spread over news articles from the past fortnight. So we were under the assumption that only Ukraine and Russia is being part of this invasion, but there was a global conspiracy that Pakistan is being supported by China, and where China is using the Chinese air defense system. So Pakistan wanted to get.
Sir, English please, don't understand Telugu.
Yeah, okay. You can understand. I'll see because some of the participants are in Telugu and some of the participants are English. So I'll mix the. Earlier I mixed with Telugu. Now I just quickly wind up in English. The conclusion is that there is a global. Some invasions being done by the countries to take over and acquire, and acquisitions being done because of improve their economic strategies and diplomatic theories. So there was a diplomacy between Ukraine and China conspiracy, and in similar way that China wanted to acquire Taiwan. So China, Taiwan are the 2 countries that China is under assumption that Taiwan's territory is part of China. So this acquisition of territories is being, it's a triangle story between India, China, Pakistan, Taiwan, Russia, Ukraine. So every country is wanted to take some leverage over other country. Likewise, I'll just quickly wind up that Pakistan is being supported by China. So China wanted to acquire Taiwan. So Taiwan wanted to seek help from India. Similarly, Pakistan wanted to seek help from China to counter India. So for this purpose, so India has a BrahMos missile. So this BrahMos missile is anti-ballistic. It is more powerful than anti-ballistic missile. That its frequency is not being detected. It cannot be detected. Its frequency cannot be detected. So for that supersonic BrahMos missile, India got test fired recently for the sake of Taiwan. Taiwan is procuring BrahMos missile from India to counter China. So this is the conspiracy. So China, to counter China, Taiwan wanted self-strengthen and wanted to be in a defensive mode. So Taiwan is procuring BrahMos missile from India. So Taiwan wanted to know the range of BrahMos missile, and this BrahMos missile, India recently got test fired in Pakistan zone in the last 2 to 3 days, and given a clear statement that China, India unwanted, India just misfired the missile, and there is no intention, there is no clear intention to retaliate Pakistan. So Pakistan is using Chinese anti-defense system, so which is detectable and which is not that on par with the BrahMos supersonic missile. So this conspiracy is that every country wanted to take over their defensive mode with the help of other countries. So there is one thing I just wanted to say, that if you are aware of history of World War One, World War Two, all those things you will be able to cope up. My ultimate intention to revise all these conspiracy theories, because that when young minds, young super budding roses will make zeal, will make an interest to know the worldly happening things, when they were aware of all the happenings, all the issues, social issues and governance issues being articulated, being spreaded in the social media. I just took the example of the Kashmir files. So, okay, there might be some conspiracy that Hindus were being suppressed, and Hindu Pandits were being suppressed, and they were attacked by some neighboring countries or the neighboring terrorists. But the fact is that you should know the factual data and factual information of governance, factual information, what is happening around the world. For this sake, the young minds at the early stage, that is at the age of 18, at the age of 20s, you should be able to learn all the things happening over the world. Globally, many things were interlinked with Indian issue, many things were interlinked with social issues and other happenings over the world. So UN is involved in all the criteria where UN is striving to make some peace and make some accolades between the country nations which are the members of UN General Assembly. So finally, I just wanted to finally, I said many times, but this time I just wind up quickly that there were many young minds in the country that they wanted to do something, they wanted to serve for the nation in terms of governance, in terms of ruling, in terms of exhibiting their ideologies, sharing their policy interventions to the government for making better policy interventions, to reach the unreached, to make the connectivity, to make the far better reach of the governance. So I just took some examples of IAS Ashok Khemka. He is the leading person. He is the IAS bureaucrat who has been transferred for 53 times in his entire service career. So you can imagine a person who can be transferred 53 times in a span of 30 to 34 years. So mostly no one wanted to get transferred frequently, but the man who is honored with 53 transfers in his entire 28 years, you can imagine how the man is, how much integrity and how ethics he's being following in his service to serve the country. And similarly, Pomling Armstrong, he is the person. He is the Armstrong Pame. He is from the Manipur. He is the young IAS officer from Manipur cadre. There were two villages, Shusam and Tamlong. There were the two villages which there was no connectivity of roads, and there because you can imagine. I have seen few articles in Vijayanagaram district also. Some of the areas where hillock areas where the people were disconnected with the transportation, and sometimes they have to carry the pregnant lady in the dollies. So similar situations were raised in two villages like Suzam and Tamlong. This Manipur young IAS aspirant, when he was preparing for IAS, he was the live witness of the hurdles being faced by their native domestic people. So he wanted to do something. He wanted to serve for their villages, and he approached the government, and he wanted to convince the government to lay the road and to have some connectivity for transportation, for making better health access and better education access. But he could not convince the government. But despite of all hardships, he just wanted to make this connectivity, and 100-kilometer stretch road has been constructed by pooling money from all the stakeholders. So these are the things I just wanted to convey. Only thing, if I mentioned future administrators, because if any young minds wanted to analyze wanted to learn new things, just explore the articles, just read what happenings, what things being happened all over the world, global scenarios. You should be aware of all the global scenarios and situations and governance issues which we were tackling with. The only thing is that when you are well versed with the things happening around the world, you will be able to make some decisions and you will be a perfect person. That's it. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
That's fine hearing from you, sir. Very short, crisp, and
Thank you
sweet.
so much, sir. I hope I'm audible.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, Mahati ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Can you take
Thank you, Vikram, sir. You have made us understand. I think my voice is little low. Am I audible, sir?
You're audible, but here and there your packet transfer is not well. But anyway, try now, Mahati ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Vikram, sir. In just a span of 10-15 minutes, you have imparted so much of knowledge within us, and you made us understand how important it is to know what is happening all around the world as youngsters, to serve the country, to help the needy. Thank you so much for showing us the future of Inbank on behalf of my team and management for your time and your efforts to be a part of this session, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Now, I call
Mahati ma'am.
for enthusiastic to share feelings about the session.
Mahati ma'am.
We have Shweta.
Your voice is
Yes,
breaking.
sir.
Yeah, your voice is breaking. Can you just re-mute yourself and unmute?
Yes, sir. Yes, sorry, sir. So now is it okay?
Yes, yes, fine. Is it for me or for everybody? Yeah, now it's okay. Carry out, ma'am.
Yes, sir. There are few students who would like to share their experience, sir. We have Shweta and Vashita. I'll be happy if they come forward. Yes, I think Shweta is here.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm very much excited to join this virtual meet. This is my first virtual meet, in fact. I have attended a little bit sessions, but I have gained a vast knowledge from this. It is basically on soft skills and importance of communication skills because they're very important in one's life. And what I individually feel is that soft skills are common skills which are needed for an individual in order to come out as a great individual, in order to get into a great position. So it was very happy for me to join in this meet, sir. I have gained a good knowledge. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Shweta. So nice to hear from you. Do we have Vashita or Dhatri here?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, good evening. Please go ahead.
Good evening, ma'am. It's Vashita from ECB. This session was very helpful, ma'am. It was quite helpful. But as we didn't attend all the sessions, but today we have attended today's session. It was very quite helpful. We have learned about soft skills, which will improve for our career development as well. In essence, it helps us to accelerate our career progression. was very quite helpful, ma'am. We are very honored to attend this session. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear. So nice to hear from the students. Can we have any faculty members who have joined all the 3-day sessions to share their experience?
All right. They'll talk to us a little later. But anyway, shall we expect our valedictory session to begin? And we have our head of the department, um, Dr.
Yes.
Sailaja, is there. Mahati ma'am.
We request Sailaja ma'am. Yes. Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening. Before Sailaja ma'am. Yeah. No. Your voice is not audible, ma'am. Yours is.
Yes, ma'am. I'm really sorry, ma'am. Your voice is breaking.
Oh, just a minute.
Yeah, before Sailaja ma'am speaks, we all love to call her Sailaja ma'am, but she is a professor and head of the department Basic Sciences and Humanities at Lendi Institute. We all will be very happy to work with her, who has been guiding us as a force and inspiration for making any pleasant work or any unpleasant work to be quite pleasant. So, ma'am is there with us for the past 3 days. She has been continuously following the sessions and then giving us a lot of good direction in carrying out how to take it forward, how to organize it well. So, ma'am, are you ready? You have your internet connectivity properly
Yes,
set?
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. How is my voice now, sir?
Now it is pretty fine, ma'am. As cool as you.
Yes. So, good evening, all. A very happy occasion to see you all here. I'm really very happy to take part in this workshop on English and soft skills for career development. This is actually the need of the hour, as communication and soft skills play a vital role on acquiring job as well as in the career development also. I have attended few sessions, not all, but few sessions. Because of classwork, I could not attend all the sessions. They're very interesting and very useful for me. I have learned many new things and very motivational things from the talks of resource persons, and especially the Vikramaditya sir, who stressed about the need of involvement of youth in country's administration. Yes, this is very needful now. Youth should be involved in administration. Otherwise, country's progress is a question mark. Is a big question mark. So, on behalf of the Department of Science and Humanities, I thank all the resource persons for taking time and delivering effective lectures for participants. I thank and congratulate Dr. Haribabu sir and English team for the successful completion of the workshop. You are always the gem of our department, sir. So I thank for this, the whole English team. And I also thank participants for taking your time and participating and acquiring knowledge from this workshop. Hope you all grab good skills from this workshop. Thank you, sir, so much for involving me in this session.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for being with us. Without your support, it is not. It wouldn't be this successful. Thank you so much for being a part of this.
And we also wish that you can be always behind us to take forward so many good things in months to come. Team English is always on top of our department. We wish you that the department's success is also there on the shoulders of ours. Thank you very much, Sailaja ma'am. And now, Mahati ma'am, shall we go towards the participants?
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Yes. I think we also have our English team who wants to share something. I can see Jessica ma'am and Mahalakshmi ma'am on the screen.
Are you okay, Mahalakshmi ma'am? Do you have connectivity?
Okay. Meanwhile,
Am I visible and audible?
Yeah, Kavya ma'am.
yes, Kavya, ma'am. You are.
All the 3 days were like completely learning process happened. Each and every student of first years enjoyed the sessions and took a lot many takeaways with them. Whereas we as teachers who hosted the, have come to know regarding the experienced people, their profiles and their knowledge, their experiences, and they have come to share their knowledge with us. They have imparted more and more knowledge on us, and we took so much information from them. And whereas communication happened here and there, and we got so much knowledge, and maybe this will be useful for the students as well as teachers, for teachers to improve themselves and students to understand the importance of communication. And maybe students will be also understanding that maybe that is the reason always Hari sir and English team insist us to be with a good attitude and so on. So they also may understand the importance of soft skills in the present scenario. I really want to say that this is a very good experience for each and every one of us as a young faculty. Knowing the profiles of the people itself is inspiring. Talking to them is again another level, next level inspiring. And we being a part of it and talking to the people and making these students interact as well as we interacting, clearing our doubts, asking questions. Wow, this is all wonderful experiences I can keep up in my pocket. And my bucket got filled up with many learnings from the soft skill sessions because I always go into that way. And thank you so much, Hari sir, for making us a part of it. And we, Team English, a high five for everyone that we did our best, I believe. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, sir, definitely. We all extend a special thanks to you, to Hari sir, without whom nothing is possible.
And that
Thank
is
you so
what
much,
we
sir.
added also. Without Hari sir, this session wouldn't have happened.
Yes, Mahati ma'am, you're
Thank you, sir.
absolutely true. Without Hari sir, nothing is possible.
It's all right, but anyway, shall we listen from Dr. Swati? She was asking Swati, and then we also have Dhyaneswar has already spoken. Yeah, Joshna ma'am, you are putting your video on, and Jessica ma'am, I know that you can talk, but before that, we'll allow outsiders to talk to us.
Can we hear from Shweta Kanakala?
Yeah, no, not Shweta. Swati. Yeah, and I'll see from the participant list.
Yeah, may I, sir? Good
Hello,
afternoon.
sir. Good afternoon.
Yes.
Sir, please.
Those who would like to talk, please raise your hand so that we'll be knowing. Then we can call you. Otherwise, you can unmute yourself and you can talk.
I think.
Sir, good afternoon. May I?
Yes, Smita ma'am.
Yes, Smita ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, all the teachers, professors, faculty members of Team Lendi, and all the resource persons if they are here, and students. It was extremely well organized program for 3 days. Hats off to the leadership of Professor Hari Babu and the whole team. And then I saw how you all were all praised, and we really get to learn from this itself that how a team should work. Really hats off to you. Congratulations to the whole team. You people have indeed, set a benchmark. I remember attending your FDP, Teaching English Online.
Yeah.
And this is the second program I'm attending with y'all. And then believe me, it was absolutely amazing with y'all. And you invited all the erudite scholars, young scholars, and we really got to learn so much. Thank you so much. And sincere gratitude from my side. Thank you once again. Thanks a lot.
In fact, the same from our side also, Dr. Smita. You are always an inspiration for us by being part of participation. You have made most of us learn so many new things. Thank you, Dr. Smita. And we have got Swati ma'am who has raised her hand.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes, you are audible, sir. Audible,
Good
ma'am.
evening, all of you. Good evening, Haribabu, sir, and team. First of all, I would like to appreciate all of you for taking this kind of efforts to arrange the online sessions of English language and career development. Really, the efforts taken from you, sir. Hats off to all of you because you have arranged and whatever the speakers you have invited in all sessions, they're extremely knowledgeable, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
In future also, actually because of the schedule and lectures and meetings, we have not attended all the session, but we have tried to attend the session, sir.
But all of them who are put in YouTube, they are permanently available as and
Yes,
when
sir.
we require.
Already I have subscribed the channel, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Swati, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. In
Please
future
share
also,
that
whenever
link because I missed
you
a
are going to
session.
arrange this kind of session, please let us know, sir.
Sure, 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 sure. We'll be always in touch across our nation, and we have other programs also come in pipeline. We have written a couple of proposals to some of the universities. If at all they can also offer, definitely we'll come forward to work with you all.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sir, please provide the link for this YouTube sessions because I missed a program. I missed
Sure,
a
sure.
session.
Our Jessica will drop all the information shortly within a day's time in our WhatsApp group, and if there is a possibility, we'll write in detail an email to each participant. Don't worry, ma'am. Thank you so much for the suggestion.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's I really got to learn how a team functions and how a team leader has to be. Thank you so much. Really
Thank you so
wonderful.
much. Thank you so much, ma'am, in return. And we have R.S. Kiran, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to all the team members who have organized this wonderful session. It's my humble submission that the sessions were very much simplified, specified, standardized, and diversified for use at any instance and part of the lifetime. And it's my great pleasure and honor that I had been a participant for this wonderful 3 days program. And really, I thank all the team organizers for organizing such a wonderful program. And I wish and request them all the time to keep on organizing and continuously I'll be in touch with them. Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you very much.
That's great to hear from you, Kiran, sir. We'll definitely work together, and we also wish to see that you are with us and you are also equally respected as a wonderful trainer. So we would wish that we can work together in short period of time, sir.
Definitely, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So what else, Mahati ma'am, if you can permit? There are a lot of
Yes, sir.
comments, there are inputs, and we'll be having many here. Raja Mahanti, respected team organizers, Team English, thanks a lot for organizing such a wonderful program and enriched with very simplified, specified. Okay, the same now has.
Yes, we thank each and every participant. Because of your participation, only the whole training program went successfully.
And with this, shall we wind up for the day? Let's call it a day.
Sure, sir.
And one last slide. This is our team, which is funky, which is interesting, which is well connected to the world. Thank you for the given opportunity. I hope Rajiv Gandhi National Institute of Youth Development could have been happy with the work that we have undertaken. We'll be very happy from the bottom of our heart. We'll thank you, and we'll be signing off now, and we'll get connected to the whole program happily in near future. See you, bye bye, and those who have time, you can stay back. Others, you can happily leave from the meeting. I'll be the last person to end the meeting. before winding up, we have got all the links supplied, and your feedback link will give you certificate of participation if you have completed all the 3 assignments of this course, and we'll be meeting in future. Thank you so much, and you have put in a lot of effort in being with us. So with this, I'll take the